I'll say good morning, Unity.
Good morning, Unity.
All right, I heard the drummer and I heard the band. Let's hear you guys. Good morning, Unity.
Good morning, Dave.
We are Soul Shine. We're here to sing for you. That's what our mission for, well, our life is right now. We're going to do a song called I Start My Day because we're starting our day. So let's get up on our feet. We don't sing from our seat. So stand up, please. I love saying that. I feel like I have power. Just more evidence that we really don't have power right now. Start my day with love. And then we're going to do a cool little, you'll see. Soul Shine, here you go. I start my day with love. I start my day with love. That's what I get more of is love. Start my day with love.
Start my day with love. I start my day with
That's
love.
what I get more of.
That's what I get more of is love.
Love, love, love.
Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love,
I start my day with love.
I start my day with love. That's what I get more of is love. I start my day with love. I start my day with love. That's what I get more of is love.
Love, love, love. You say it. Come on. Go.
Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love.
Holy, holy, holy.
Holy, holy, holy. I am, I
That's the words. Holy, holy.
am. Holy, holy, holy. I am, I
Holy, holy, holy. Sing out.
Holy, holy, holy. I am, I am. Holy, holy, holy. I am, I am.
Je commence ma journée avec l'amour dans mon cœur, gratitude, amitié. Je laisse ces émotions rayonner dans mon cœur tout au long de ma journée et à toucher les cœurs qui sont les plus tristes aujourd'hui. And so it is.
I start my
Day with love, I start my day with love. That's what I get more of is love. I start my day with love. I start my day with love. That's what I get more of is
love,
love.
love, love. Last time.
Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love,
Get up for Soul Shine.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. There we go. There we go. Just gonna scoot that over. Sorry, you're taking away my spotlight over there, Dave. No, I am Claire Kubota. I am your host this morning for this amazing Sunday morning service. Thank you all so much for being here. You are at Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon, and we are a Wild Souls sanctuary. That's how wild we are. So, and I have a little bit different, we always say we welcome everyone, right? And I found, well, actually, I like to give credit where credit is due, but my husband Kevin is in ministerial school through One Spirit, and one of his classmates found this really cool sign from another church, and I'll give them credit, but I kind of thought, I like this. So this Prayers on Warren Street, welcome all to the First Presbyterian Church of Hudson. So this was their sign that they had, and I made a couple adjustments because I think it's quite fitting for us. Welcome all to Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon. We extend a special welcome to those who are single, married, divorced, gay, filthy rich, dirt poor, or speak another language, like Amandine. Whether you used to work on Wall Street or if you used to sleep on Wall Street, you are welcome here. Maybe you can sing like Andrea Bocelli, or maybe you can't carry a tune in a bucket. It doesn't matter here. Come all who are just browsing, just woke up, or just got out of prison. If you think you are too thin or think you could stand to lose a few pounds, you're welcome here. We love those over 60 but not grown up yet, and teenagers growing up way too fast. We embrace those in recovery and also those who are still addicted. We will walk with you if you are going through difficult times or when you need a special prayer. Chances are we've been there too. If you don't like organized religion or are spiritual but not religious, we love you, even if you got lost and wound up here by accident. We hope you will feel at home here. We love soccer moms, crying babies, hipsters, seekers and doubters, tourists and locals. We mean it when we say all are welcome here. Isn't that cool? So, that's who we are. The only request that we have is that you have an open heart and an open mind. Right? Okay, so that's who we are. That's what our mission statement is. But we will still stand and read. We stand together to create a global ecosystem of unity, deep wisdom, and loving kindness. So, I would like you now, I see a lot of new faces in here, and this is the part that feels really awkward at the beginning, but then I can't get you guys to stop. We're going to say, greet your neighbor, and just introduce yourself. If you're new or if you haven't seen a face, just say hello, and I'm glad that you're here, and welcome. All right, and start making your way back to your seats. It's always so beautiful. I love seeing the hugs and the handshakes and the hellos, the smiles. If you're online, you can type in the chat a greeting and say hello and where you're from. Okay. And now we would like to just do our quick thank you for volunteers because, man, it takes a lot of people to make this place run and make this service happen. So our music team, our kitchen team, our greeters, our cleaners, everyone who's up here. So huge round of applause to all those people. We appreciate you and we see you and we couldn't do this without you. And we have our chair. So this is the chair for those that are no longer with us, who you wish were still here, or those who are no longer, maybe they're still living, but they've had to move away, but you know that they would love this service, so you put them right there in that chair, and that's where we fill that seat with love. We also fill it with our land acknowledgement to the indigenous people who were here before us, the Wasco, Warm Springs, Paiute, and Klamath Falls tribes, and we acknowledge their presence and their wisdom and the beauty that they brought to this land. So, and we don't call this the Sunday celebration service for nothing, right? Because now is the time for celebration. So if you have something cool to share, we would love to celebrate with you. And Florence was requesting to be the mic runner this morning. So here, grab that. You're going to grab this one. She was about to lose that other tooth. Last year, her celebration was that she lost more teeth and has a loose one, but it's still hanging in there. It's still hanging in there. So raise your hands high, and Florence will come around and see your celebration. And we use the mic so that the people online can hear your wonderful celebration.
All right, good morning. I have a few things to celebrate. First, I want to celebrate John Lennon today. John Lennon? We lost him on this day 40.
I remember that day. I was in high school.
4 years ago.
And, yep.
I want to celebrate the Oregon Ducks and the Georgia Bulldogs. Number 1 and number 2.
Yeah.
And celebrating that the next 2 weekends we will be in Maui, so we won't be here.
We are so sad for you, Victor. You and Coltrane we're really sympathizing with you being on Maui. So have a great time. Yay. Oh, your mama has a celebration. Hi, Gloria.
I do. Hi. I celebrated 11 years sober. I celebrated 11 years sober last month on the 12th.
Amazing. Beautiful. Okay, hands up high. Nico, do you have any for online? Oh, no, not yet, but you have a celebrate. Okay. Oh, go, Nick. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
I'm celebrating, 5 days early, but it's on Friday the 13th, so I thought I'd do it now. 3 years ago, on the 13th, I had my last chemo and radiation treatment, so I'm 3 years cancer-free.
Okay, go get Nico up high, up in the booth, Florence. Oh, wait, she's making a pit stop at Donna.
Okay, here we go.
Hey.
I apologize. I was going to get a flyer ready for you guys to see, but last year we did this. This is new and unwrapped gift donations for ages 0 to 18 in partnership with the Confederated Tribes of Warm Springs. And if you are so inclined to do that, please bring an unwrapped gift new to Unity next week, and I will collect them and bring them to my friend who does this every year. So, Susan.
Awesome. All right, now go get Nico. Run.
Okay, well, we got one kind of celebration from Karen online. If there's any kitchen staff in the room, she says not to worry, she'll be there before 11:30.
Okay.
She's staying with her pooch after her shot and doesn't want to leave her for too long. Oh. And then I wanted to celebrate the wonderful little fairy garden festive that Robin put together and that hard work. I think it's beautiful, and also Genesis's work on the tree. Everybody who's put in work into making this festive space.
Yep. And then so Robin put that tree on there, has little tags on it, and those are affirmations that Robin has written, and she would love for you to take one that is calling your name, and then she will replenish them as needed. So it's a little affirmation tree, so take a little note when you walk out there. But yes, thank you, Robin. She handmade all that stuff that is on that table. So just so you know. Okay. Any more? Oh, we got River. Yeah.
I'm celebrating a couple of things. First, I'm celebrating modern medicine that I've been able to start on an MS treatment really quickly after my diagnosis, and I'm having symptom improvement. And the beautiful smallness of our world. First Presbyterian, Hudson, is the church that helped my brother and his partner move into their home a year ago when they landed in Wisconsin in their RV. So.
Wow. And we got one more in the back corner. And well, Jane, and then one more in the back corner after Jane.
I'm celebrating the wonderful music and sisters. I got to go to a concert on Friday night with my grandson from Scottish Fish, which is a phenomenal fiddle group of young women in their early 20s, and he's in the fiddle club, so it was really exciting, and Sisters just does so much with music. I want to honor them.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, last one, Florence. Hi.
First, I'm celebrating 5 months and 6 days clean and sober. For the first time, for real. And I'm celebrating that my past has no power over me. My point of power is this present moment.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Okay.
Is there any more?
I think we're good. Do you have a celebration you want to share, Florence?
No.
No, not today. Okay. Oh, wait, Monica has one more. She's going to do our Earth gift-giving celebration, I think.
So we're going to have a gift tip for today, and that is to avoid high-emission gifts. And those are fast fashion is number one. So if you're going to give a gift of clothes, you can give something that's going to be lasting, something that's not throwaway. Actually, the fashion industry contributes 8 to 10% of the global emissions right now of CO2, and a lot of the discarded clothes end up on the beaches in Africa. And then the second one is electronics. So don't just automatically give an upgrade to somebody who doesn't really need another upgrade on their electronics, because that's another big one of emissions. You can also repair and replace and refurbish some of them. You can buy refurbished. And the last one is plastic toys. This is a hard one because I have lots of nieces and nephews, but give books, give, like we talked about before, experiences, classes. There's other options, some secondhand stores. Maybe.
Yeah, so more long-term things that are going to be around for a while or
Anyway,
be able to be
thank
passed
you.
on. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, Monica, for doing this every week.
I actually do have
Oh,
one.
you do have, now she thought of one. We gave her 30 more seconds, and now it all came to
I'm
her.
celebrating that my sister go to a trip to her dad to South Dakota.
That's a nice,
She's even gonna be gone for Christmas.
Okay, you can put that mic down there. Thank you, Florence. You were a great helper this morning. You got it. Okay. All right, and now let's get to our announcements, because we got a lot of cool stuff happening this week or coming up. We're doing kids. Yes, Ilana, our youth director, come on up here. And the kiddos. We need to bless you all. We need to especially bless our youth leader, right? Okay. There's usually a couple who sneak up afterwards. Maybe they're shy about coming up on stage. Okay, you guys ready for your blessing and to go do some fun stuff? I think Ilana has a surprise in the nest for you today. She does. I know. Okay. All right, ready. We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the Christ light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. All right, you guys have fun. Woo, big step. I know, we removed our short little stage, so it's just a big step down. Okay, announcements. So as we know, this again, for any of you that weren't aware last week, we now have assisted living. Assisted living. And assistance for me speaking. Assisted listening available. So it's a little app that you get on your phone, and it connects with your hearing aids, and so you can talk to Nico, and he can get you set up. You just scan that QR code, and that enables you to download that app. So really cool. So if you or bring anyone in the future who you know has some hearing issues, get them hooked up on this app so they can really enjoy service, because that's quite frustrating when you really want to hear it and you can't. Tonight we have sound bath just like every Sunday. I know last week Lisa was telling me she had 3 didgeridoo players, and she just plans all kinds of super cool stuff. So Join us from 6 to 7:15 every Sunday. Well, hi, Randy. I see you sneaking in late. And we had to cancel it last week due to a play rehearsal, but tonight, or on Wednesday, Deep Dive is back, and that will be back just about every Wednesday, except we're not doing Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day. We'll be not doing that, but Deep Dive. And it's a quieter, if you haven't come to it yet, it's a quieter service. It's a lot of meditation, longer meditation, and just kind of, there will be a theme or topic, but it's just more of a circles environment. And yeah, really beautiful for those of you that like kind of going a little deeper and a little more quiet for your spiritual connection. All right, what do we got next? Newcomers Potluck. Kevin and I are hosting one this Thursday at our home, and we have 3 spots available. So if you are interested, let me know, and I can send you the link for that. They are super fun, so if you can join us, sign up for that. We had the play here happening Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then it's again this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, House of Yes. So we love that we are supporting these theater groups, local theater groups, and they love our space, so we're very excited. So if you can show some support or are a theater junkie and want to come see a cool play. All right, Leah. Leah is ready to party because she just got done with school. So here you go.
Yeah, I'm finishing my master's in counseling. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be done with school. If I say I'm going back for a master's, I need you to grab me by the shoulders and shake me. So in 2 Tuesdays, not this Tuesday, but the 17th, a potluck at 6 and then music at 7. I would love to have you here. I would love to have your friends here. The more the merrier. Just come and have a good time.
Yeah, and she's got, any of you who are familiar with Tony Smiley? Oh, sorry. Okay, never mind. But yes, we will have music, and so dancing and food, and just let's celebrate this beautiful woman in our community. So, all right, and ta-da. All right, Giving Tuesday, we sent out some letters, and we're doing an ask, and this is more of an, I know last year we were actually in the red towards the end of the year, so our big Giving Tuesday ask was to have us end the year with a healthy budget. This year, we are in the black, which, yay. We worked really hard to make sure that happened. But we have some, for sure, improvements that we want to see happen this coming year. We also, with Jane retiring, we've got to welcome we're still on the search for a new minister, so just a lot of changes and a lot of things. So we, again, need to build up our cushion and have the budget so that we're not dipping into our reserve fund to do that. So we've already raised about $6,000, but we're off to a little bit of a slow start. So this is just our reminder, and if you feel called to donate for that, we would really, really appreciate it. Okay, and spiritual adventure tours. Okay, so we've shared, Kevin and I are doing a trek to Machu Picchu, and now in the fall we are going to Ireland and taking a trip to Ireland. So we don't have it quite up on our website yet, but if anyone is interested and has dreamt of going to Ireland, it's going to be a beautiful trip, a 12-day trip, and around the southern part of Ireland. So talk to me afterwards if you are interested in that. Got anything else? Okay, I have printed calendars out there. You can always look on our website to see what's going on and what's coming up. So that's all we got going on this week. And now, so we have a beautiful guest speaker today, Kate Cavenaugh, and who has been a big blessing in just the whole Central Oregon community. She is a way seer. She has done a hosted women's drum circle for about 15 years. Is that right? Right on? Okay. And she now hosts it here the first Saturday of every month. I joined her yesterday morning, me and many other women. I mean, this whole room is full of women drumming, and it's really a beautiful experience. But I would just, knowing, the workshops and the things that she shares, I think her calling what I feel comes out of you is just really wanting people to know that they matter, that they are pure love, and that everyone is beautiful and perfect exactly the way they are, which is what we share here. But I think that is something that every workshop you do and every gathering that you host, that's the ultimate theme, right? A lot of it is women focused, but you do all kinds of, she does drum making classes and just some really beautiful things. So she is going to start us with some beautiful music, and then we'll do the talk and then go into some more music. So welcome, Miss Kate Cavenaugh.
Good morning, Unity community. I'm good, thanks, sweetie. What an honor to be here. I'm so grateful for this time. I'm grateful for the beautiful, ever-evolving relationship that I have with your beautiful pastor, Jane. She has been a friend and a confidant, and don't move away, whatever you do, because we still need you so much. And I just am really grateful for this opportunity to be here today. I see lots of familiar faces, and we're going to dive into some alchemy today. I'd like to start us off with a song. I sang this song for you, Jane, when we were together dancing in the shadow. And I thought that it would be a song that would be appropriate for today. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to plan the way, trust the way, feel the way knows, the way knows, the way knows the way. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to know the way knows the way. You don't have to plan the way, trust the way, feel the way knows, the way knows, the way knows the way. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I've been so excited. I feel breathless. My mouth is dry. I'm nervous, and I have to say that I took copious notes because I just didn't want to forget anything. And I also didn't want to go over the time, and at 2 o'clock you were all trying to slip out the door. So I'm trying to keep a condensed but meaningful message that has been on my heart to share. And I'm so grateful to do this. And so it's entitled Dancing with Alchemy. Alchemy is going to be flavored throughout this talk today, and I hope that this blesses you. Like any good talk, it's important that I tell you that you take what you need and you leave the rest, right? If this is resonant to you, if this is a message that brings you along on your journey to the evolution of your soul, then I am blessed, and I hope you will be too. So while physical alchemy, which is the main subject here, is alchemy, but physical alchemy deals with altering and transforming the properties of the physical world, right? But spiritual alchemy, this is connected to freeing our spiritual self from fears, from trauma, from limiting beliefs, and even lack of acceptance. Alchemy is an art of transforming consciously, taking nothing and making something, right? My mission is to offer you an opportunity to hear my words and hopefully assist you in your journey on your conscious transformation. I believe that this journey, we dance in awakening, in surrendering, in alchemizing, and in remembering. For I feel that remembering is, all of this actually, is the healing pathway to our own enlightenment. We live in a world that's rapidly changing, but this is a remarkable opportunity to embrace the power of this present moment. I heard that said this morning, and I say, that is so. So let's take a few minutes and just talk about, this is important for me to tell you about the third, the fourth, and the fifth dimension, the energies that are afoot. Let's talk about them. Let's embrace the elephant in the room, so to speak, and really sort of unpack this a bit. So we have been, in time immemorial, held in the density of the third dimension. This is in the denseness of our bodies and in contracted emotional energy as well. In a way, we've sort of been sleeping here. The third dimension is the energy that is a lower frequency, and it has a slower state of movement in the atmosphere. The third dimension is where suffering resides. This is because the lower frequencies are where contracted energy of fear, of ego, and of illusion reside. In the third dimension, we're more likely to experience the feelings of separation and of judgment. But when we move into the fourth dimension, and we are, I know that you're feeling this. This is where we start learning to function on earth as beings of unlimited possibility. We start opening up to this and begin to naturally detach with our attachment to money, to fame or popularity, that all of those things outside ourselves become a bit less important. The fourth dimension is an energy where we can learn to grow and to start unfolding. So now I'd like to share with you, because the fifth dimension is missing, and that is the best one of all. A page missing. Let me tell you about now we're moving into the fifth dimension. And I get to alchemize this without notes. The fifth dimension is where we are expanded. The fifth dimension is the higher frequency of energy that we can literally access. And so we're at a place where love, grace, kindness, peace, joy, all of the high frequency energies that we want to expand in our life are held in the fifth dimensional energy. It's actually in us. We just need to tap in. We need to recognize, know, feel, and express the truth that we are these divine beings that have access to living the world from this expanded energy whose love and enlightenment flow down through, right? And so in this energy, we come into the awareness of it through the learning, through the fourth dimension, and then we tap in. We feel it, and then we come back. And then we tap in again, and only now it's more spacious. And this journey of really embracing fifth dimensional energy in this walk, in this physical form, in this time in history, is, from my lens that I look upon the world, significant. So here we are, in this time of great change, in this time where the evolution of the soul is rising, and then we're all understanding that the density of who we've been is no longer serving us. We are ready to start tapping in to showing up in the world from this expanded energy of the fifth dimension. It is, in a way, ascension. I feel like this talk about the ascension is coming doesn't mean we're going to loft out of these physical beings, but we're going to become more our light beings in this beautiful temple called the human condition, this body. And we'll be able to, as we practice, tap into that expanded energy in all steps in every present moment of our life. Boy, I'm glad I forgot those notes. Because I think I just said it a little better than I wrote it. And I'm glad that this is in resonance to you. So what I would like to do is share with you something that I have taught through many years, studied it first deeply, have sunk into. My husband and I have a beautiful practice of always seeking. Are we present in this moment? Am I trapped in a story behind me? Am I worried about something ahead of me? Or can I be right here in this present moment? And when I can't, and believe me, it happens, my beautiful beloved, who's my Buddha guru, Doug, he's right here. Please say hello to him after church. You're going to want to meet Doug. He gives the best hugs in the world. In fact, they're called Doug hugs. People talk about them. He will say to me, this brilliant man, he will say to me, can you be okay with what is? Well, that's been kind of hard based on the things that have been happening in the country and around the world. But can I be okay with what is? And how do I find my place to that? I do believe that there's an energy of non-judgment and of acceptance and recognizing a powerful tool that is in the hearts in each and every one of us when we activate it. And it is this: when I change, the world around me changes. Please turn to the person next to you or behind you and let them know that when I change, the world around me changes. Go ahead, tell that to everybody. Right? When I change, the world around me changes. That's kind of fun to say. When I change, the world around me changes. When I change, the world around me changes. It means that the work that we have to do is so internal. It's not about trying to fix out here. When I'm in somebody else's business, it's not my business. I have to be okay with what is out there as I do the deep internal work of the evolution of my soul, which I believe with all of me that is why you chose to be here in this physical form, in this time in history. You had a part in it. We'll get to that. That's on a couple of pages. So I want to take you through a process that we do, that I teach, and I'm condensing it. I promise you I'll keep an eye on the time. Claire, when do I have to stop? What is the moment of departure? 10 more minutes? Holy cow. You're teasing, right? Oh, thank you. Okay. We're just going to talk, and if you have to go, I understand. But I hope you stay till the end, because it's a whole understanding that I hope blesses you. Once again, take what you need and leave the rest. I'm going to take you through 4 beautiful processes in a personal healing journey. The first one is the awakening. It's truly the beginning of the journey of your evolution of your soul. We recognize that stirring that's within us, that the inner knowing that we're maybe embracing a new perspective, like there's something I'm being called to right here. We recognize that we're now beginning to look at the world through a new lens. It's a recognition that we are understanding the power of the choice that we have to live fully and completely in the present moment. Okay, so we have been in time immemorial living in this energy of this dense third dimension. You may notice, though, because we are awakening, that you're tired of the world just happening to you. Do you get that? Something else is just happening to me. The world has been happening to me. When we come to the knowing, actually the gnosis is not just knowing, it's this deep, I know that I know energy that is so internal and so yours. Gnosis. Say that word. Put it into your vocabulary. Your gnosis, your knowing that you know. It's always fifth dimensional frequency, by the way, just letting you know. It's not knowing that you know all the bad stuff. Gnosis vibrates in a high frequency of the fifth dimension. We'll get more into that too, but just know that your gnosis tells you that no longer the world is happening to you. You're finding that the world is actually happening for you. That every hard and messy thing, that seemingly impossible experiences of our life are never meaningless crises, but rather opportunities to learn and to heal. Each and every hard thing is your teacher. All of them. And I know we can feel sometimes justified that, oh no, not that one. But I'm telling you, the one you say, oh no, not that one, that's the big teacher. Okay. We begin a self-observation and start to recognize the triggers and the emotions that are attached to the stories that we loop in our minds. Does that make sense? Well, I never get my way. I'm always at the end of the line. Nobody sees me. I'm not this, I'm not that. Just for some examples. I mean, and we all have that limiting belief that we sort of carry. But what if we can step into the next step in this 4-step process to begin to tend to those? So we've talked about awakening, and now it's time to talk about surrender. Surrender doesn't mean give up. I want to tell you a story about forgiveness that connects to surrender in such a seamless way. I had a dear friend that was pastor of a little church in Sisters, and he and I would meet for coffee from time to time because he was such a deep thinker and he was such a wordsmith. And to a singer-songwriter, a wordsmith is like one of your best friends because you're always getting good songwriting information when you talk to him. But this was a deep question. I called him and said, "Can I talk to you? I need to ask you a deep question that I'm struggling with." Because as a kid growing up in the Catholic Church, I was forgiven when I marched myself into a little box and said, "Thank you, Father, for I have sinned." This has been 4 days since my last confession. And then give a string of things that I was naughty, not nice as a little kid. And somehow I was forgiven. And so it distorted for me as an adult this idea of what the heck is forgiveness? What are the steps that I do? What's 1, 2, and 3 to get me to forgiveness? And am I doing this for everybody out there? And he stopped and he said, "Well, first of all, forgiveness is truly an inside job." Because the literal Greek translation of forgive is to let go. I said, "Let go? Let go of what?" And he said, the stories that you hold that keep you justified in your pain and in your suffering. And the question is, how long do you want to suffer? How about you let go? How about you surrender? How about you move in the energy of forgiveness within? So we begin to recognize that all the stories that we tell ourselves and we tell others are triggers for our emotions that keep us in our suffering. Our contracted thoughts keep the emotions. And I just lost sound. Can you hear me? No. I mean, we can hear you. Oh. Did I run out of juice?
Yeah, it looks like it's not lit up anymore. Okay, we'll just go to.
Sure, I'll do a hand help. That's okay.
Okay.
Is it okay? Then I'm going to take this thing off because it's usually a labor of love. This is actually a blessing, although we're now making a big deal of it. Sorry about that, everyone. Can you remember where I was? There we go. Thank you. Okay. Are we on? Thank you, Nico. All right, so I was speaking that the contracted thoughts keep our emotions alive and vice versa. Our thoughts and our emotions are connected to one another. When I'm thinking that I don't belong, an emotional state is coming up and it is causing me to suffer. They are attached. Can you agree that might be true? All right. So, could it be time to surrender? Could it be time to let go of the stories that keep those emotional states alive, well, and you suffering within you? And this is the beautiful work. Science has done many studies about the function of the brain and have proven that when we detach our stories from our emotions, the emotions begin to dissipate in about 90 seconds. They just begin to just fall away. It's an amazing thing when you put your mind and your intentions on this to actually experience it. First time might be a little hard, but then it becomes a natural process. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking that thought again. What am I feeling here? Oh, I am feeling unworthy. I'm feeling abandoned. You can tell me, but I'm giving you examples of what it could be. So what's a practice that we can do to actually help us to detach the thought and the emotion? Because I promise you, in detaching these, we heal. We become whole. So in my studies and practice, I do what is called a four-sided breath. In my daily meditation, I breathe in for the count of 4. I hold for a count of 4. I release for a count of 4. And I hold empty for a count of 4. Are you ready? Close your eyes. Let's together take a sweet and gentle, deep breath in through the nose for clearing and cleansing, releasing. And then release that breath with a soft sigh. And now we are going to begin the four-sided breath. And as we breathe this breath, all of our attention is on the mechanics of breathing. For we know that when we are breathing throughout our daily life, we aren't even noticing. Am I in? Am I breathing out? Am I in? No. The body breathes itself. The heart beats itself. The eyelashes and the eyelids blink on their own. So we have these different ways the body functions, but we are going to guide it. And in doing that, when a thought comes in as my attention is on my breath, I notice it for just a moment, and I let it go, like a cloud wisping across the sky, or a leaf upon a stream passing, in non-judgment and acceptance. So we're going to begin our four-sided breath with a breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. We hold. 2, 3, 4. We breathe out. 2, 3, 4. We hold empty. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Hold empty. 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to quit counting and you're going to breathe. I'm just going to say breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold empty. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold empty. And I'm going to let you do this in your stillness for 3 breaths. And 1 more. And now once again, let us breathe a breath of collective energy here in this room. A soft and gentle breath through the nose in. And a gentle sigh out. And now I want you to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, come back. Still on the mind and detaching from the story can be discovered through taking your attention to your breath and allowing your full attention there, so that when a story, a thought comes in your mind, it doesn't have to even be a bad story. It could be that shopping list. Notice it and let it go and return to the breath. And when we do this, every time you do this, and I strongly encourage you, if in your daily meditation, take 5 minutes to begin with the four-sided breath and the stilling of the mind. Because every time you do this, you are strengthening the muscle for you to be able to take captive your mind. Turn to your neighbor and say, I'm taking captive my mind. I'm sorry, I do this a lot. I'm pretending like you're like we're on a retreat and I'm doing my retreat work. So I like to have some interaction, so I'm about ready to do another one too. Okay, so now we are simply able then to develop this ability to quiet our mind and sit with the emotion. And here's what I say in my process when I get to this point. Hello, emotion, who are you? Oh my gosh, it's abandonment. I'm just going to use that one because that's been a big one. Abandonment. 3 things. Emotions, abandonment, is not good or bad. They are just human reactions to life, and they are always okay. When we speak to a contracted emotion in this language, you're not good or bad. You're a human reaction to life, and it's always okay. It's transformative. It's allowing that emotion to continue to dissipate. Does that make sense? Can you see how that could be? Say with me. The emotion is not good or bad. It's a human reaction to life. And it's always okay. And when I get there, I realize that the emotion is beginning to dissipate. By identifying our emotions, we are creating within us emotional intelligence. I know what I'm feeling. I am present in this body. I see and understand this without judgment. It's not good or bad. It's a human reaction to life, and it's always okay. I'm really glad to see some of you writing that down, because it will assist you on your journey if you choose this path. So now we're coming to the nature of alchemy and how alchemizing works within this process. I invite you to recognize that we're all capable of being alchemists, first of all. What this means is whatever your current situation or challenge, you are being asked to see the possibility that exists within. This is an opportunity here for you to move into the next layer of your soul's growth and expression. Alchemy is the process to calling in this high frequency that I was speaking of: love, grace, kindness, compassion, on and on. Acceptance, gratitude, I could go on and on, which transmutes the contracted energy. So we're calling, so I've sat with the emotion, I've let my mind be still, I've spoken to it with absolutely unconditional love and no judgment, and now it's beginning to dissipate, and I call in the power of a 5th dimensional energy, which is residing within me. I'm just activating it. Maybe I'm going to call in unshakable peace, because when I'm in unshakable peace, there's nothing that's going to rock me off the center of it, right? The 5th dimensional energy absorbs the remnant of the emotion that's sitting there dissipating. It absorbs it and expands. So you're actually expanding your 5th dimensional energy by calling it in and replacing that contracted emotion with 5th dimensional energy. This is putting the 5th dimension of energy active in your body, active in your spirit, active in your mind, active in all aspects of being. And I hope that makes sense. That's what this fifth dimensional energy that you are calling in is all about. So if we awaken to possibility and recognize that the world is happening for us, not to us, if we surrender and let go of all that we find constricting us. And by the way, that is a big message for me. When I feel contracted or constricted, I know I have work to do. There is no one on this planet that can offend me, because if I am taking offense, it means there's something in me that needs work. Could you relate to that? Sometimes it's hard because we feel justified by outward actions that seem to us. But the truth is, like all things are, they're for us, not to us. They are this opportunity to heal. So we awaken, we surrender, we alchemize, and now we remember. We remember the soul within. So what if you, spirit being, high and lofty and enjoying absolute perfection, were invited, by way of a contract, by the way, to come into the human experience on that little blue ball down there called planet Earth. And you say, because you're powerful and all-knowing perfection spirit, yeah, I could do that. Feel all the emotions and be a human being I've always wanted. I thought that'd be fun. I can do it. No big deal. I'm doing it. You sign the contract, and you come in through this birth canal, and as you come in, you've forgotten the contract, you've forgotten where you were, and it is our job now to move through this world and remember the soul within, the soul that is us, the I am God presence that we all know and touch into. What if that's the story? It's one that sort of resonates with me. I see that I came in willingly. In this time in the history of humanity, do you know that you are necessary here in the fullness of who you are? In the birthing and rebirthing and expanding of your divine essence, the soul, the light, the spark that is you. And when we enter into the fifth dimension and live in a world of light and love, no matter, though the shadows are there, we embrace them, you see. Alchemize them and expand the alchemical charge of who we are. So in this place of remembering, let me hope that you remember the divine spark and essence that you are. Remember to celebrate your own awakening. Remember to let go of the things that don't serve you. Remember to still your mind and strengthen your ability to let go. Remember to sit with your emotions, and remember to use the fifth dimensional energy to alchemize you to wholeness. Remember your healing journey, and remember the power of love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to teach you a song. You may know it. And if you know it, Soul Shine, if you've already taught this song, I honor you and you can help me teach. And the song goes, let me make sure I got the words. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, you were going to do a meditation. Yep. You want to do it? Yeah. Want me to do it? No, I'll do it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to do that. And look, you're here. So maybe just meditating on what we're experiencing here and now is just a place of tenderness for yourself. It's just a place to call in this beautiful self-love that we need to foster within ourselves. And when we heal the brokenness, we claim the love. Breathe your deep breaths into the love for self that your heart's been longing for. The healed energy of a brokenness that felt unfixable. That in this moment, there's hope to receive the blessing of wholeness within each and every space and place of sorrow, of brokenness, of shattered dreams, of an inability to create the vision that you have for your life. Perhaps now, as we find our way into the wholeness of the letting go of the things that don't serve and alchemizing those contracted emotions into the brilliant light that is held in the fifth dimensional energy of you. Breathe a deep breath in, a cleansing deep breath of that alchemical charge that is in this room now, of peace, of grace, of love, of compassion for oneself. And softly release with a sigh. Know that you are love and that there is nothing in your past or that is in your head or heart that cannot be healed. For each and every difficulty is your teacher and an extraordinary pathway to wholeness. And once again, let's do a beautiful collective breath in and a soft sigh out. And when you are ready, join your brothers and your sisters, your friends and your partners, and the lovely strangers that came here for the first time, that are happy that they did, I hope. And let's celebrate this day together and the life before us all from the power of this present moment.
Thank you, Kate. That was so beautiful. A couple reflections I have, when you were mentioning growing up Catholic, and I know traditional religions, it reminded me, for some reason, I had never thought of it, but there's so much focus on sinning or what you do wrong. And here we come to celebrate what we're doing right. That's a total shift from most traditional religions and churches, because it's so focused on your sinning, and don't go in and confess your sins and talk about your sins and all the bad, like that's what you hear people as little kids thinking about, okay, I had to remember all the bad things I did and focus so that I could come and share that, rather than celebrating all the things that I did right. So how, and over time, that's what we become trained to do, is to focus on all the naughty things that we did, because that's what our parents made a big deal about, or that's what we were scolded for. And so, yeah, that was just really resonating. And it's like, wait, focus on what I've done right and all the beautiful things that I've done. And then I love the other thing that, with the different emotions, like sadness or grief or anxiety or worry, we're the ones who've labeled them good or bad. They're just emotions. But if so grief or this, grief is bad. You shouldn't, you're sad, don't be sad. And it's like, why? It's just an emotion. There's all emotions are beautiful, and so not to label them good or bad. Those were some beautiful takeaways, yeah. And I love, what this community has done for me. I used to be a very, head person in science, and I can't understand that. I really want to wrap my head around that, and so I can understand it, and what's the proof behind it. And I love this community because it's opened me up. Last week, Nate talking about autobiography of a yogi, or you talking about the fifth dimension. There's no way I'm ever going to be able to wrap my head around what happened in that book. These people levitating and moving, and the fifth dimension. We're never going to fully understand. It just gets to be this beautiful magic. Like, just why do we need to figure out the magic? Just let it be magic. So beautiful. Thank you. And I would like to welcome Jane up to do a prayer for our community. And I don't know, I'm going to be emotional this. We don't get her for very much. And I just wanted, Kate is, I was thinking about this because, Kate's been a long time friend of yours, and how beautifully you're stepping into this community to help support our transition with her stepping down, because we're gonna need everyone in this community to step up. We don't have a set minister right now. We have Ruth Miller, who's coming in to help us in this transition, but it's going to take all of us and it's been really beautiful to see so many in our community say, how can I help? What can I do? And to be here. So, yeah. So I'm just really appreciating. I was reflecting on that with you coming to speak this morning, and all of the others who are going to be speaking in the future and are leading the deep dive, or wanting to do workshops, or wanting to support this community. So, yeah.
So prayer is really, it's an alchemical journey. We're taking it from the what is that we seem to be experiencing. That's third dimension. So your feelings about me stepping away from the role I've been in, or my feelings about stepping away from the role that I've been in, and the emotions that come along with that, the fear of what's going to happen next. Who will we be without you? Who will I be without you? Those feelings are part of that third dimension. And so through prayer, we're reaching up. We're reaching up in consciousness. And whatever it is that you personally are dealing with right now, like I've got a whole bunch of transition in my family happening. This is just like one piece. What about you? What's going on in your lives? And what are your feelings about it? This is where we pray. So take those green sheets that are in the pockets in front of you, or get out your phone and click on that QR code and put in what you want to claim. Reach up through the higher consciousness. What's in the fifth dimension that is true about whatever the situation is? When we think about when I'm not here in this room with you, in the fifth dimension, we're never separate. Never. You are always part of my moi, and I am always part of yours. It can't be any other way. The wisdom that you attribute to me is your own wisdom. When Kate stands up here, or I stand up here, or Claire, or whoever is standing up here, the things that come out of our mouths are coming from the collective pool in which you are all swimming. There's nothing I'm saying that you don't already know inside of you. I just had the privilege in this moment of giving voice to it. And so as I step away in the third dimension, you have the opportunity to step in to who you are. You have the opportunity to step up, to say, wait, I am wisdom too. I have something to share with others. Because the cool thing about this community is it's not a hierarchy. It's a community. And we look for as many places as we possibly can to empower one another to lead. Your voice matters. Your prayers matter. So let's take a little time in the silence right now and claim for yourself. What is the fifth dimensional truth of the third dimensional situation in front of you? Claim that and let our prayer team hold that knowing with you. Whatever all that was, let's hold that. Divine order is flowing everywhere because the whole cosmos is knit with divine order. Let's put that knowing into song now with the breath, just as Kate talked about. We breathe our knowing of what is true.
Sing the verse.
I know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I am.
All right. So before we do our offering, I would like to welcome, I know I saw some new faces. Is there anyone, well, first we would like to welcome you and just thank you all for coming if this was your first time or your second time. But would any of you like to say hello and just say what brought you here this morning? You don't have to, but it's if you'd like to share, it's a nice way for us to get to say hello. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hand you the mic so the people online can hear.
Hi, my name is Ryan. Came here with my wife. Like you mentioned before, kind of a young history with religion that I'm trying to recover from, and meet the community that I've lived in for almost 10 years now. So, thanks for welcoming me.
Thank you for coming. Anyone else? We're good? Okay. In the seat pockets, there's a blue card for any of you that are new, or if you are not currently getting our email newsletter, we send a newsletter out every Wednesday that says what the upcoming talk is, here's what's coming up, here's what classes, and all kinds of things on there. So be sure to fill that out, and you can put your email, and we'll get you on our email list. And now I would like to welcome our greeters up for our offering. And this is where you can put the blue cards in there. You can put your prayer claim forms if you filled out, didn't do one online, if you filled one of the green prayer claims. And if you have an offering, or if you have, any of these cards too. We always have these at the front, but those of you that do auto donations, and so are not physically putting, a donation into the basket each Sunday morning because you're doing it online as an auto withdrawal, make sure you grab one of these because it's just a way of putting your energy into these beautiful baskets. And like I've shared before, because I do an auto donation, and sometimes I just kind of sit through this part and go, oh yeah, whatever. And I felt disconnected to what I was contributing financially to our community. So make sure you just remember the beautiful things that your financial contribution is bringing, and put that energy into this room and into these baskets. So even though you're not physically putting something, do your fifth dimension work, right? It's flowing that energy. So, all right. I just want to go. Thank you. And we're going to sing our gratitude song. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you. Merci. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. Got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul.
I just want to say thank you.
Gracias.
I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all.
From the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. All right, I see some of you who've been coming here as long as I have, which is like 10 years, and still needing to read that. I saw that, Suzanne. And Beth, I saw you peeking up there. So, it's all right, yes, it's all right. I'm sorry for calling you out.
No, you're not.
And Elaine, are you using the hearing assisted? How's it working? Better than not, but still some. All right, so make sure you give feedback to Kevin and perfect. Okay, good. I'm glad you're trying it. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. I know we did. It was an announcement. We did. Yep, we got it in there. All right, and now is the conclusion of our beautiful service. And we hope that you have a beautiful week. We are going to do our prayer of intention, which is how we remember when we go out into out those crazy doors and to Costco, holiday traffic, whatever, that, remember, that frustration with the traffic, or what, it just flows right through you. It's not bad. It just is. And it's all going to be okay, and it's all beautiful. So here we go. Holy light shines within and all around me, a presence of love that is always there. I am that presence. I am a radiant field of love and energy. My holy light. My essence cradles and guides me. I am a gift in this world. I go forth from here in joy to bless the world with my loving light. Go bless the world with your loving light. Thank you for coming. Have a beautiful day.
I got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you.
Grazie.
I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.